Hello and welcome to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Dara Khalid.
And I'm Evan Newton.
A public school clerk in Connecticut is resigning after a video of her using racial slurs towards an African-American man has surfaced. In the video, she's seen spitting at the man and repeatedly calling him the N-word. According to the district, she made the decision to resign shortly after an investigatory meeting was scheduled. The Hamden Public School System stated, "Someone who will use that sort of language in any setting, whether public or private, is not someone we want anywhere near our children."
New Zealand will reform their gun laws after an attack on Christchurch Mosque left 50 people dead on Sunday. Facebook removed 1.5 million videos of the attack from around the world. They also managed to block 1.2 million videos in the process of uploading. This all came in response to them initially missing the video of the attacks, which meant on Friday for at least 17 minutes that the mass shooting was live streamed.
One father is joining that fight by calling on major tech companies to monitor the uploading of murder videos. Andy Parker is the father of TV journalist Allison Parker, who was killed during a live interview in 2015, where the gunman later posted the shooting video on his Facebook and Twitter. Despite Facebook and Twitter removing the video, conspiracy theorists have still posted clips of the murder on YouTube, claiming that Parker was a crisis actor. Andy Parker says that he and other families of mass shooting victims should not have to notify tech companies about misinformation and hateful content.
Children of the rich and powerful, as well as their parents, are facing fallout after they allegedly used their money to secure spots at some of the nation's top universities. The Hallmark Channel has officially cut ties with Full House star Lori Loughlin, canceling all future projects with the actress, including her role in When Calls the Heart and Garage Sale Mysteries. Laughlin's daughter isn't off the hook either. Olivia Jade is a well-known social media influencer and had a partnership with makeup store Sephora. After the news broke, Sephora cut all ties with Jade. The two are just few of the dozens of individuals involved with the nationwide scandal. Some have pleaded not guilty, and others are expected to face charges in federal court in the coming weeks. And when we come back, your state and local news. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. The South Carolina Department of Corrections Director Brian Sterling is happy with the funding and efforts for the job reentry program for inmates that is now spreading out across the state. The program gives participants career-building skills and helps with any barriers to reentry, like housing, substance abuse issues, and transportation. Sterling says that they are seeing great success and the inmates are not coming back to prison.
6 months after the devastation of Hurricane Florence, the small town of Nichols, South Carolina is still fighting for survival. The town that was originally hit in 2016 with flooding from Hurricane Matthew, but they were struck again a few months ago when the hurricane made her way back through. Hurricane Florence made her way back through. The town that was once home to more than 400 residents and a couple hundred homes is still struggling to rebuild, and many residents have not returned.
The Tidal Max on Devine Street is being torn down. The building was damaged after the historic 2015 flood and has since stood in poor condition. The owner of the property, Jim Paget, says he is excited and relieved about the tearing down of the building. The building is set to be demolished in the next 2 weeks.
Original paintings by Vincent van Gogh are making their way to Columbia. Pieces by the renowned Dutch painter will be held at the Columbia Museum of Art in October. The museum will feature 12 pieces from the artist who is infamous for cutting off his ear in a rage. Will South, who is the chief curator for the museum, says the gallery is one of the most important art exhibitions ever done in the state of South Carolina. When we come back, we'll have Vincent Arcio with sports.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Vincent Arcio. Men's basketball fell to Auburn in the SEC tournament on Friday, losing 73-64. The Gamecocks took the lead in the first half, but just could not hold on to it. Number 4 USC's loss to number 5 Auburn was the second upset of the day after number 8 Florida beat the number 1 ranked LSU in a game that was down to the buzzer. Even though the Gamecocks are not in the NCAA tournament this year, you can still catch all of the action with the first and second rounds of the tournament being held in Columbia. If you don't have tickets, you can follow Capital City Sports for live updates on Twitter, at CCS on SGTV, and even share your bracket. That's all I have for you tonight. When we come back, we'll have Weather with Ward. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. I'm here with Chief Meteorologist Ward Jollis.
Well, Ward, I was here for the break and the weather was a little on and off, cold some days, hot some days, but tell us what we can look forward to for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it may have been, fluctuating temperatures over the past week, but that sunshine is here to stay,
Great.
is all I'm saying. And those temperatures, mostly going to stay in the 60s and 70s where we like to see them. Like I said, mostly sunny week is what we will be seeing over the next, 7 or 8 days, actually. No rain, few clouds, it's going to be beautiful. Temperatures 60s and 70s, a little bit below average for the first part of the week, but it should get up into the 70s, leaving you with a nice and warm weekend. This is how things were looking across the state today. 65 was the high today in Columbia and 64 in Aiken. 66 in Orangeburg, a little bit warmer down on the coast, 68 in Hilton Head and 69 in Charleston. And as always, a little bit cooler in the upstate, 61 in Greenville and 59 in Rock Hill. We're staying about average for this time of year at those temperatures. Like I said, we're going to start a little bit below average with some low to mid 60s, but by the weekend, those temperatures really going to start to get back up into the high 60s and 70s where we like to see them for this time of year. Look at all that sunshine. We're leading in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like I said, low to mid 60s, 60 on Tuesday, 60 on Wednesday, and 66 on Thursday. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday for your weekend, 69 is your high on Friday, 71 by your Saturday as those temperatures get back up into the 70s, and then 75 for your Sunday.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for the update. I'm glad there will be more sunshine. That's always good to hear. Well, that's all we have for you tonight.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at SGTV at USC and SGTV News 4 to keep up on all things USC.
And make sure to tune in Friday morning at 9 for Friday Morning Live.
For SGTV News 4, I'm Evan Newton.
I'm Ward Jollis.
And I'm Dara Khalid.
Have a good night, Carolina.
Forever to thee.